I put all the NFL free agents on their new teams, and I have to score a touchdown with them. Of course, we've got to start with Deshaun Watson, who just out of left field chose to join the Cleveland Browns. He's 84 overall with 85 speed. He should be higher, but they've kind of lowered him since he hasn't been playing. The Browns also got Amari Cooper as their wide receiver 1, 91 overall, 91 speed. All week, they were saying Watson was choosing really between the Saints and the Falcons, and then out of nowhere, he chooses to join Amari Cooper with the Browns, so this is going to be a pretty good 1-2 punch. They gave up a lot of picks, and they've guaranteed him a ton of money, so hopefully for them it works out, and oh my goodness, we're fumbling, but we're picking it up with the offensive linemen. They didn't give up any players, though, I don't believe, so that is kind of a plus. They get to keep the roster intact, which is really good, and here we got Watson to Cooper. You're probably going to be seeing a lot of this next year, Cleveland. You're going to be seeing celebrations like this in the end zone a lot more often. The other huge move is Davante Adams, who just got traded to the Raiders. The Raiders get a new #1 wide receiver. Not only did they get a #1 receiver, they got the best receiver in the league, and he joins back up with Derek Carr, who was his quarterback in college, so that's pretty cool, and we got a big play on the first throw. Now, we got to watch out for this guy here because the Chargers did just get Khalil Mack, which is crazy, and they also got J.C. Jackson at cornerback. I mean, the AFC West as a whole has just been going crazy this offseason, but we've got Davante Adams, so I think we're going to be pretty good, and I mean, this offense as a whole has just gotten so much better. I mean, Derek Carr is good. You've got Renfro, Waller, Josh Jacobs. That's definitely going to be a lot to deal with next year. And I mean, again, just this whole offense as a whole. Can we dot them in the back of the end zone? And no, it's actually their new cornerback, J.C. Jackson, with the acrobat pick. This division is going to go crazy next year. The Chargers defense is definitely going to be a problem next year. Look, and there comes Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack putting the pressure on us, and we get picked again. I mean, this is what's going to happen next year. Look how quickly he got off the block. I had no time to pass. Look at this madman. I mean, how do you get the ball off when this happens? Having to deal with Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa on opposite sides, I mean, that just seems like a big problem. But we've got Davante Adams. He's going to be a big problem as well. Oh, wait, we got Davante Adams in the zone. We're going to try to see if we can get double me activated. We're going to see. Well, he's just wide open anyway, and that's a dot from Derek Carr, but he doesn't score. I don't know how he didn't get his feet down there. Oh, here comes Joey Bosa. Oh, my goodness. Here comes Joey Bosa. This is just ridiculous. I think this is a preview of just what we're going to see next year, man. We've got, like, just great teams, a great defense, a great offense, and we can't seem to get this touchdown. Where are the toe taps, Davante? I mean, between what the Chargers already had, and then they added Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson, they're going to be a problem, but Davante Adams is also going to be a problem, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to cook, and he's going to score touchdowns for the Raiders. Let's take a look at the Steelers and their big acquisition. Mitchell Trubisky, 67 overall. I mean, he does have 84 speed, though. Now, I know Steelers fans are probably not too excited about Trubisky, but I mean, hey, you never know. I mean, it could work. He wasn't really properly utilized in Chicago anyway, so who knows? Maybe the Steelers can unlock something with him, and the weapons are good. I mean, you've got Deontay Johnson, you've got Claypool, you've got Najee Harris, and I mean, hey, he's got some wheels as well, so I mean, you've got some stuff to work with. But with the way some of these other AFC teams have retooled, it's definitely going to be tough, and we almost get into the end zone with Najee Harris. Let's try to hit him with a little QB draw. Come on, Mitchell. Come on, Mitchell. Oh, my goodness. I mean, we need better blocking than that. 3rd and goal. Let's see. We might have Johnson. Ooh, nice out route by Deontay Johnson. He beats Marlon Humphrey. Touchdown from your new look Steelers. Next up, let's look at Washington and their new QB1, Carson Wentz, on his 3rd team. Now, a 73 overall, not that good. Got 80 speed. He's got some decent throwing stats. Let's see how he does. Washington's been in QB limbo for quite a while now, but I mean, this could work out. I mean, Carson Wentz does have a lot of potential, and on the first play, he's going to score with Curtis Samuel. I think the only thing for Carson Wentz is maybe get him another wide receiver, but you've got a good amount of weapons here, and that could be what next season looks like for the Commanders. Let's jump back to the AFC West with the Broncos' new franchise QB, Russell Wilson. 88 overall, 85 speed. He's one of the best in the league. Russell Wilson on the Broncos immediately makes them a contender, in my opinion. I mean, he can run, he can pass, and he's going to have some good weapons on this team. You've got Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. They still got KJ Hamler out here as we just get an inaccurate pass. I mean, the AFC West, we've talked about it. The AFC West is going to be pretty crazy. Who do you think's going to win this division? I don't know if they're keeping Melvin Gordon or not, but I know for sure they still have Javonte Williams, who's really good too. So, I mean, the Broncos have some weapons, and look at Russell Wilson here. I just really think this is going to be a very, very, very fun season of football coming up. I mean, there's so many big moves. This is one of the craziest offseasons in the NFL I can remember. And here goes Tim Patrick with the moves into the end zone with Russell Wilson leading the Broncos. Now, the Dolphins have made a few moves. Raheem Mostert, 81 overall, solid running back, 96 speed. He's one of the fastest in the league. They also got Chase Edmonds at running back as well. And they even brought over Cedric Wilson, a good depth player at wide receiver. I don't know if any of these moves are going to really move the needle too crazy for the Dolphins, but they're definitely all solid moves. Raheem Mostert, definitely the best one. The thing with Mostert mainly is he just doesn't stay healthy a whole lot. If he can stay healthy, he will be a pretty solid piece for that team. Cedric Wilson's kind of an interesting piece. I mean, he looked pretty good last year for Dallas. I mean, right here, he's just getting locked up, though, as we take a sack. Speaking of taking sacks, the Bills signed Von Miller, which just makes him even better than last year. And there goes Cedric Wilson. Let's go. They signed Von Miller. I don't know why he's not on the field right now. I guess it's the packages they're coming out in. But, I mean, that just makes the Bills even better than they already are. The AFC just honestly went ridiculous this offseason. They went crazy. They're like, we want everybody. Just everybody from the NFC that's good, just come over here. Just keep coming.
What do you mean by that?
Ah, there's Von Miller lined up at linebacker instead of on the edge. I mean, that's just Madden for you. I mean, this isn't how you use Von Miller. This does not make sense at all. You do not pay Von Miller $120 million to have him lined up at middle linebacker, Madden. Madden just makes no sense sometimes, but don't mind me. Let's go. Raheem Mostert. I mean, he's actually been cooking pretty good with this Dolphins line. Come on, Edmonds. Let's go. I mean, nothing much going on there. And it's Von Miller on the tackle. Look at that. Let's see if Raheem Mostert can punch it in. That's Von Miller on the edge. We're going to outrun him. He's got 96 speed. Touchdown Dolphins. They've got a ton of new weapons to use. The Chiefs got them a new receiver in Juju Smith-Schuster. Not a bad option to go with their other weapons. 80 overall, 88 speed. This is actually like a perfect landing spot for Juju. I mean, he's on a team with other great weapons. He's going to get favorable matchups. I just really think he could excel here. I mean, great offense, great coaching, arguably the best QB in the league. Smith-Schuster's going to be making plays just like this. And it just seems like, man, that the Chiefs just always are going to have great weapons. They're always going to have great weapons. We're just going to run here at Mahomes. I didn't like it. I didn't like what I saw there. And let's also remember the Raiders brought in Chandler Jones too. They're going to be really dangerous out here. But yeah, there's just never a shortage of weapons for KC, and they're going to add another one. Juju Smith-Schuster making touchdown grabs like that. The Lions get a new wide receiver with DJ Chark Jr., 78 overall, but 94 speed. A nice young player. I think DJ Chark is an underrated pickup for the Lions. I mean, he's just an underrated receiver in my opinion. I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised by him. The Lions low-key actually have some good weapons. I mean, they got Chark, they got Swift, they've got Hawkinson, they've got Amon-Ra St. Brown. A lot of the offense is just really going to come down to how well Jared Goff plays, but there's definitely some decent stuff to work with here, and there goes DJ Chark into the end zone for your Lions. The Rams just keep adding weapons. They signed Allen Robinson to the receiving corps, 81 overall, 89 speed. Now, I know the Rams are still trying to get Odell to come back as well, so that would make the receiving corps even crazier, but Allen Robinson alone is really good, especially when you factor in Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson. I mean, they might be trading Robert Woods, I heard, so he's probably not going to be there. But yeah, either way, they're going to have weapons. They're going to be another one of the favorites to come out of the NFC. I think sometimes people forget just how talented Allen Robinson was because he just really hasn't been utilized that great in Chicago. But if any offense is going to get the best out of you, it's probably going to be the Rams. Let's see. We got a nice throw from Stafford to their new receiver, Allen Robinson. The Jaguars have been hard at work bringing people in. They've got Christian Kirk at wide receiver, a nice solid young player, 81 overall, 92 speed. They also brought in Zay Jones, 74 overall, 90 speed. They brought in a new tight end as well with Evan Ingram, 81 overall, 89 speed. A lot of young players. Not the most exciting options for the Jags, I'll tell you that, but I mean, I guess it's something. They got to give Trevor Lawrence something to work with. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, they definitely threw a lot of money around. Let's see if we can get Zay Jones going up the field. Nice catch from Zay Jones. They gave a lot of money to Christian Kirk too. I mean, probably too much, but he is a young receiver with a ton of upside. Let's see if we can get Evan Ingram going here, maybe get into the end zone. Oh, he's wide open and he's got the speed. You're not going to catch him. There's your new tight end, Jacksonville. The Jets bring in CJ Uzomah at tight end, who was just in the Super Bowl. He's a 79 overall, 83 speed, fast for a tight end. CJ Uzomah is a pretty solid pickup. He had a really good year with the Bengals. I'm actually surprised that they let him go. And here we have him with a big play on the first throw, and he jukes the defender. CJ Uzomah is going to walk into the end zone almost. He almost got caught. Touchdown Jets. Let's go. I'm sure the Jets are going to love to see that next year. I know the Seahawks are disappointed. They lost a lot of great players, but hey, look at it this way. You got Drew Lock, I guess. 66 so overall, hey, but he's got 83 speed. Now, Noah Fant at tight end is actually a nice pickup. He's a really young, good player. 82 overall, 89 speed, extremely fast. To be honest, the Seattle weapons really aren't bad. You add Noah Fant into this core of wide receivers and the running backs they have, the weapons here are definitely not the problem. But there's no sugarcoating it. Going from Russell Wilson to Drew Lock is just not going to be pretty. It just is what it is. There are still some other free agent quarterbacks on the market as of the making of this video, so maybe they opt to go there, but right now it's Drew Lock and it's Noah Fant making things happen. Check out this video right here on the screen where I threw a touchdown with the MVP winner in every Madden game over the last 20 years.